My parents found out I get VA disability for PTSD and petitioned the court to declare me mentally incompetent so they could give my house to my brother. The papers came on a Tuesday, certified mail, signature required, and I stood in my own doorway reading my mother's name on a petition, asking a judge to strip me of the right to manage my own life. I served 8 years. I came home with a rating and a diagnosis and a monthly deposit that meant I could finally buy something of my own, and I did. A small house on a quiet street with a garage I fixed up myself. I'd lived in it 2 years. My family had visited exactly once. My younger brother Deacon had visited 0 times, which didn't stop him from telling people it was going to be his. The petition said I was unable to manage my personal and financial affairs due to a psychiatric condition. It listed my PTSD rating like it was a criminal record. It asked the court to appoint my mother as my guardian and give her authority over my property, my money, and my medical decisions. Attached was a proposed order transferring my house into a family trust with Deacon as beneficiary because, and I read this line 4 times, I was not capable of maintaining real property. I called my mother. She answered like nothing was happening. "Oh honey, don't take it personally. We're protecting you. You're taking my house. Deacon has the kids. He needs stability. And you're not well, sweetheart. You know you're not. You have episode." I had told her once 2 years ago that fireworks were hard. That was the entire body of evidence. "The VA gave you that money because you're broken," she said, and she said it gently, which was somehow worse. Broken people don't own houses. Here is what she didn't understand, and it's the same thing my brother didn't understand, and it's the thing that saved me. A disability rating is not a competency finding. They are 2 completely different legal instruments, and she had confused them because she wanted to. I hung up and I did not panic. I have a therapist, and I called her first, and she said one sentence that steadied me. "Get everything in writing and get it from people with credentials." So that's what I did. I called the VA and requested my full rating decision letter, the one that spells out in plain language what the rating is and is not. I called my treating psychiatrist at the VA and asked for a competency statement. I pulled 2 years of mortgage payments, everyone on time, property tax receipts, utility records, my employment record because I work. I have worked continuously for 3 years, a fact that appeared nowhere in my mother's petition. I got a letter from my employer. I got a letter from my neighbor. I got my bank to print a statement showing I had never overdrafted. Then I found the thing that ended it. The VA rating decision letter has a specific line on it, and it is not buried. It is right there in the summary. It states whether the veteran is found competent to handle disbursement of funds. Mine said competent. It had said competent from the beginning. The VA, an actual federal agency with actual clinicians, had already evaluated exactly the question my mother was asking a judge to reconsider and had answered it in writing years ago. My mother had seen that letter. She'd been at the house when I opened it. She had read the word and filed the petition anyway. I hired a lawyer who specialized in veterans guardianship defense, and she read my folder and got very quiet. "They didn't disclose this letter to the court," she said. "That's not an oversight. That's a material omission in a sworn filing." The hearing lasted 20 minutes. My mother sat there in a nice blouse next to Deacon and told the judge that I was fragile, that I had episodes, that she was only trying to help. My lawyer stood up and entered the VA competency finding, the psychiatrist's letter, the mortgage history, the tax receipts, the employment record. Then she entered the petition itself and pointed out that my mother had signed it under penalty of perjury while in possession of a federal document stating the opposite. The judge read for a long time. Then he looked over his glasses at my mother and he asked her one question. "Ma'am, were you aware the Department of Veterans Affairs had already found your son competent?" She didn't answer. The petition was dismissed with prejudice. The judge referred the filing to the court's fraud unit and ordered my parents to pay my legal fees. Deacon never said a word the entire time. My mother has called 11 times. I haven't picked up. I keep the VA letter in a frame in the hallway of the house they said I couldn't maintain, hung level, right where you see it when you come through the door.